The sun dipped low on the horizon, casting a warm golden hue over the small town of Brooksville. Sarah Silverman, known for her sharp wit and comedic brilliance, was in her childhood home, preparing for a charity event aimed at raising awareness about violence and its impact on families. The event was close to her heart, but the weight of her personal story loomed larger than any punchline she could deliver. As she sat in her old bedroom, surrounded by memories of laughter and love, Sarah felt a familiar pang of grief. Her younger brother, Jonathan, had been taken from her too soon, a victim of senseless violence that had shattered their family. It had been years since that fateful night, but the pain was still fresh, like an open wound that refused to heal. The event was just hours away, and Sarah knew she had to share her story. She had always been open about her life, using humor to navigate the complexities of her experiences. But this was different. This was raw, unfiltered, and deeply personal. She took a deep breath, her heart racing as she thought about how to convey the gravity of her loss while still honoring Jonathan's spirit. As she arrived at the venue, a community center filled with familiar faces, Sarah felt a mix of anxiety and determination. The room buzzed with anticipation, and she could see the audience, friends, family, and supporters, waiting to hear her speak. She stepped onto the stage, the spotlight illuminating her face, and for a moment, she hesitated. "Hey, everyone," she began, her voice steady but soft. "I'm here tonight not just to make you laugh, but to share something that's been a part of my life for far too long." The audience leaned in, sensing the shift in her tone. "Many of you know me as a comedian, but what you might not know is that I'm also a sister. A sister who lost her younger brother to violence." The words hung in the air, heavy and poignant. She could see the audience's expressions change, empathy washing over their faces. "Jonathan was everything to me. He was my partner in crime, my confidant, and my biggest fan. He had this incredible ability to make everyone around him feel special. But one night, that light was extinguished in the most horrific way." Sarah paused, her heart aching as she recalled the night that changed everything. She shared the details of that fateful evening, the phone call that shattered her world, and the aftermath that followed. "I remember feeling so helpless, so angry. I wanted to scream, to fight back against the injustice of it all. But instead, I found myself in a dark place, struggling to understand why this had happened." As she spoke, Sarah's humor began to weave its way back into her narrative. "You know, I always thought I'd be the one to go first. I mean, I'm the one who eats expired yogurt and thinks it's a fun game. But Jonathan, he was the healthy one. He was supposed to live forever." Laughter erupted in the audience, a release of tension that reminded everyone of the joy Jonathan had brought into their lives. "But here's the thing," she continued, her tone shifting once more. "We can't let violence win. We can't let it take away our laughter, our love, and our memories. Jonathan wouldn't want that. He would want us to fight for a world where no one has to experience this kind of pain." As she concluded her speech, Sarah felt a sense of catharsis wash over her. She had shared her truth, honoring her brother's memory while also igniting a spark of hope in those who listened. The audience erupted in applause, a standing ovation that felt like a collective embrace. Thank you for watching.